Good morning, everybody. Just hanging out here for a second. Got lots to do today. I wanted to go out and hunt a new park this morning, but didn't really work out well. But we're fine. I'm going to go over what we got on Saturday. I know we've probably seen everything, right? the the ring I found on Saturday was kind of unique. I dug it out of the ground like this and thought it was somebody made a pendant out of a coin, right? It didn't strike me real quickly that who would make a pendant out of a zinc, and it's got no real meaning unless the date or something like that. But anyway, I saw the jewels around it, and it was pretty cool. I gotta find a good spot. Good morning, Blistering. Making your rounds, huh? How are you, Jamie? Good morning. So, anyway, when I pulled this out of the ground, it looked like this, and I'm thinking, what a unique find. And I hand it to Getting Around to It, and she pushes the penny out and says, "Hey, you got a ring." So the penny was just stuck in the ring, and it almost fits. It almost fits just right. If you push it hard, it would go in and stay in there for a little while. So I'm gonna find a good spot for it. Anyway, looking like this was, kind of like, a unique piece of jewelry I can talk about, but it was a little bit more than that. So yeah, it's a really nice little ring. It's a gold-plated copper ring. See if I can get a good shot of it here. Yeah, it'll get in there close enough. You can see the stones, and but it's gold-plated and it's copper, of course. So anyway, you can't see the real sparkle on these cameras. It just doesn't show up real well. I'm looking at the ring here, and all those stones are glinting with light, and they're not here. They just look like dull stones here. But that's the tragedy of cameras, right? They pick up really cool things, but they don't pick up the real beauty of things all the time unless you got it just right. And so that was the best find on Saturday. That's number 57. Hey, good morning, Neil. Good morning. Yeah, I'm talking away, and you and Blistering are having a conversation. First Blistering with me. Oh, Swing and Dig It Detecting. Hey. So nice of you guys to come in this morning. We'll be doing some other adventures real soon here, but life takes over in work, and in my case, doctor's appointments, they mount up. I've got one today and 2 tomorrow, and so at least mine are congregating into once every 6 months that I have a lot of doctor's appointments. Hey, he found a whistle. All right. Uh, you know, those are fun. What kind of whistle was it? Was it a bobby pin, whistle? A bobby's whistle? Don't the bobbies over there carry whistles? So anyway, that was a really interesting find. Uh, it was kind of a unexpected find too, because the park I was in Saturday morning, I did my live and couldn't get into the park that I normally go to because they were having a camp weekend out there. It was a lake, and it was the last camp weekend of the year and the season. And well, I'll go look at that short shortly. Jamie, I'll go see that. But I'm a little bit ticked at you because you got a better lion ring than I got. I got that little lion ring, and I thought it, you know, it was unusual. And first I thought it was a cat, and then I thought it was a bear, or first a bear, teddy bear, then a cat, then I saw that the whole mount was a mane. Hey, Papa York, good morning. So, but you outdid me there, brother. You outdid me. And that's not hard to do. I'm glad that people do outdo me. Happy when they find something cool. That I need. Where's it at? I thought I had it here. So anyway, when you find something like this, you know, looks are deceiving. Things aren't always what you think they are. So if I would have passed up that zinc and signal, like I've been hearing so many people, I think yesterday morning on FL Thunder, they even asked a question, would you dig a zinkin? If I hadn't have dug that zinkin, I wouldn't have gotten this ring. If I would have just passed it over, because it was exactly what I get on my legend for a zinkin. And so that's a zinkin, and that's copper. So it gave me a little jumpy signal, but it was a zinkin signal. That's cool, Blistering. You got that pay dirt. I heard, I forgot who it was. It was saying he'd even get you a pan, but I think you already do gold panning, don't you? So, um, anyway, I think this is proof that you shouldn't pass up anything. That's right, Papa York. If I second guess anything, I miss out, and I've dug up so many things that were not as unusual as this maybe, but I dug up, if I what I call could be's, the pull tabs. They could be anything because their signal is so varied that you can't say, oh, that's a pull tab and leave it, or that's a bottle cap and leave it, right? So anyway, this should be a lesson to people. I hope people see my little shorts and stuff about this, and then I'm going to put some more on about digging it. But hey, T-Rep, good morning. You guys are awesome coming in to chat with me on a Monday morning. So, anyway, I'll be bringing this up a few times because I want everybody that comes in later on to see that you can dig a zinc and penny signal if you're familiar with it and you're discriminating. Then if you don't dig those signals, you're going to miss out. Yeah, there you go. If you would have been discriminating, you would have missed out on that. Hey, PA, good morning, PA Patriot. So it's just amazing. I should do more of this, talk on things that people say they discriminate against, and they pass over and bring up what good things come from digging those signals. Because I get a lot of them. I get a lot of things that might have been, could have been, but were, they were great finds. And if I would have passed up on the zinc and signal, I wouldn't have got this pretty little ring. So I'm closer to the 100 by another ring. There's 57. So I've done pretty good this week. I got the lion ring and this ring, and I think I got one other ring this week. I think I got 55, 56, and 57 this week. So, yeah, I did. So, your bike broke. Oh no, Jamie. I hope you carry the tools to fix it. So, thank you guys for coming in. And make sure before you leave, hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down. Got to get this right. Playing with these cameras. Goodness, goodness. Well, one thing for sure when you're in the park, you get to meet a lot of people. So, you hang out long enough, you get to meet a lot of people. Underground, welcome back. Good afternoon to you. It's morning to me still. Oh, well, I hope I can entertain. Let me entertain you. Well, cool. I'm glad you picked mine, Underground. So, I was just telling everybody about the zinc and penny signal that I dug, and came up with a zinkin and thought it was a pendant, and actually was a penny just tucked right into a ring. So there's number 57. So don't blow your head gasket, PA. You're working and you're checking out the channels. Hey, that's cool. Every minute that you stay on here helps me out a lot. Anyway, we're not going to concentrate on those watch hours anymore. You know what? It is what it is. It's going to happen when it happens, right? I'm not going to try to force it. Only 11:47 there. Okay, so you're on the East Coast. It's still morning yet for you, right underground. So yeah, don't blow a gasket on my account. That's for sure. I only want you guys. Buffalo, cool. My uh, my friend, he's a young man that's going to school out here, and when he finishes his schooling out here, he's going to live in New York. He's trying to get into the entertainment field, probably Broadway. I'm wishing him luck, praying for him that he does well. Hey, 4:48 over where you are, huh? Well, we've got around the clock, right? And if one of our Australian cohorts would come on here, it would be tomorrow for them. So if Kane comes on or Cole Cowboy, I doubt it. They'll come on. I think it's nighttime for them there. So this is a little bit early for them. Their daytime is at our nighttime, so their late afternoon and night here is best for them. Hey, Buddy Biggs, nice to see you. You guys don't forget to hit the thumbs up or thumbs down before you have to go. I know that you guys are busy guys and in and out. So anyway, I didn't really get a lot of things. I did get another Wheatie though, and say, oh my goodness, let me see if I can get in on this one. Along with that ring around the penny. Where am I going here? Okay. I got myself a Wheatie. Hang on a second. No. Tell you what the date is. $1945. So I got a 1945 Wheatie. There we go. And I got that yesterday in the same park where I got the zinkin. And this is a park I frequent. And there's at least 2, maybe 3 detectors that hit that park. And Saturday morning, I was going to do my live and went to the park and got to the gate and it was closed. So I turned around and I turned on my live and did a couple minutes of going down the road, talking to y'all, and announced the winner of the spade or scoop. And so we stopped, get around to it, said, oh, why don't we just stop at this park on the way home? So it's one I frequent, where I started my real metal detecting in that park. It was my first park that I spent hours and hours and hours in because it was right close to my house, and I was uh, even more of a novice then than I am now, believe it or not. And I hit this park all the time, and I would go there, and it just kept giving and giving and giving. And other detectorists hit that park, and it keeps giving and giving and giving to them. But Saturday, I was going around, and I got some change, and I got some of it even deep. And then I got the zinc signal, and it was around a table. Had some wood chips around the area, the little picnic area in the park, and found that there. I don't know where I picked up the wheat scent because I can tell whether they're copper or not just by the way they look when they come out and the signal that the legend gives. But anyway, the coppers, everybody that's detecting knows the difference in the coppers. You can tell the difference in these pennies, and you can tell the difference, especially in these pennies. I got another one of those. I love them. But see, if I wasn't digging that signal, I wouldn't have got that. So, hey, to each his own, right? I like to talk to people that say that they wouldn't dig that signal. I wouldn't dig that signal. I wouldn't dig that signal. But that rings up just like some jewelry, and I wouldn't dig that signal. You never know when a piece of iron will be a relic, especially if you're in an area where there's civil war, right? So cool, you got a coin book to put your coins in. All right. So we're spread out. We got Philadelphia represented, we got New York represented, we got England represented. Where's Beston? That's not. Where's Beston, Buddy Biggs? What state? So, anyway, I even dig these little signals. Can you see it against my beard there? These little signals here get a staple now and again, but that could have been a little piece of jewelry. If I would have left that in the ground, it could have been a little piece of jewelry. So I'm not sure what this is, but it's silver colored and could be off of a piece of jewelry. At first I thought it was a head to a thumbtack, but it's not, because it has a design on the back side. So don't exactly know what that might be, but it's something. It's interesting to think on, right? Yeah. So very interesting to think on. So I wound up the day, I didn't get a lot, but what I got was cool. I got I get here, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got 17 Zinkins. So I dug all those signals. Yep, I did. I dug all 17 of those Zinkin signals. And I got 6 dimes. I haven't checked the dates on them, but I know I don't have any silver in them. But you know, I got 3 in the water in the afternoon and 3 in the park in the morning. As I went back to the park that I couldn't get into Saturday morning, and I went back Saturday afternoon, there was one other detectorist that was in the water, and he pulled out a really nice little gold-plated ring. And he had a pocket full of bottle caps and could-be's like I did. And he's a really nice guy. He found a plumb bob in the lake. Now, I don't know why somebody had, I guess maybe a worker maybe decided to get in the lake and you know, cool off or something. But you know, a plumb bob, and it was a really, it wasn't just a cheapy plumb bob, it was a brass plumb bob. And I don't know whether you guys know what a plumb bob is, but people don't use many plumb bobs, you know. Hey, Character Alley. Good morning. So here we're out in the middle of a lake talking, and he pulls a plumb bob out of his pocket that he found. And at that point, I'd found like 3 cents and 2 quarters. And this is what the quarters look like coming out of the lake. This one hadn't been there very long because it was nice and shiny, but this one was pretty deep in the soot. And you know, I go in that lake a lot, and this one's been there a long time. So there's at least 4 detectorists that go into that lake that I know of on a regular basis. And this one was pretty deep, and it's down on the bedrock. The coins are really hard to get out of the water, because when you're, I mean, there's a lot of guys I love to watch, like Aqua Chigger. Aqua Chigger is one of my favorites, and he goes along and he finds coins, and they'll be on the rocks and in the little cracks, and he might have to dig them out and stuff. But me with my scoop in the lake, and going through that sand and silt and down to the bedrock, and then trying to scrape a coin off the bedrock, get it to a point where it's laying flat on the bedrock to where I can get it in the scoop, and trying to move them. And that's a chore. I never realized before I started hunting the lake how uh, difficult getting a coin would be. You know, never really thought about it too much. But when they're laying flat on the bedrock and your scoop's coming along and it just pushes them on the bedrock, you got to get it just right to where it'll flip into your scoop, you know. So, but it's really cool to hunt in the lake. I really enjoy it in the summertime. But it turned a strange start to my day into jewels. Let's see, I wouldn't have got this had I not been coming home and getting around to it. Says, let's stop at the park. Oh, that's cool, blistering. That's a good thing to do with the coins. I use mine eventually for gas money. Um, but we find a lot of other things that we're donating to the homeless people. A lot of shoes that I clean up, and I've got a bag full of shoes, and we've got a bag full of clothes that I've brought home and washed up, and we're going to give them to the shelter that gives free stuff out to the homeless people. Yeah, not only funny, but surprising. Yeah, so I guess you have to get one like this to know how uh, giddy it makes you feel when you find something that's really interesting, because you don't just find a penny stuck inside a ring. That's not something everybody finds every day, you know. I don't see a lot of people saying, hey, I found another penny stuck in a ring. But I can only guess how it got there. I mean, maybe somebody put it there on purpose, put the penny in the ring because they thought it fit. Uh, maybe they just had it in their pocket. They put their ring in their pocket, and you know how things mingle with change. Got stuck in there, and it flipped out of their pocket when they were pulling something out. You can only surmise what happened. Uh, if it would have been soldered in, that would have been a different story. Would have been a different situation. But again, it's only the fact that I dug a zinkin signal that I wound up with this. If I would have left it and said, oh, that's just a zinkin, they would still be there. And maybe some other detectors would find it, and maybe they'd pass it by. Yeah, I've seen coins, but important coins, right, Jamie? Important coins. You got a gold sovereign. That's something that people would wear around their neck, but not a zinkin, because before long, even say I didn't find this, okay, and that zinkin's there. Pretty soon, that zinkin's going to look like this. So it's not a good jewelry piece, right? You wouldn't make jewelry out of something that's going to turn into that, would you? So if it would have stayed in the ground, that would be that. Let's see how that looks. So you wouldn't wear something like that, would you? So that's ugly. That would have really shocked me had I found it and it looked like that, because the copper ring would still be looking like that, and that zinkin would look like that after a little while. Now, if I had a gold sovereign, that would look good in that. I don't know whether it would fit. How big's a gold sovereign? Well, it's gold plated. That's why it looks like that. It's a gold plated copper ring, Jamie. That's why it looks like brass and copper. But it's really kind of a pretty ring. You can't really tell it here. It just doesn't. It doesn't do it justice to show it on the camera here. And it's nothing really huge, and the stones aren't real. But it's still, even in the sunlight, it's even prettier. But in this light, I'm looking at it, and I see blue and red and gold glints coming out of the stones, and you guys don't see that at all in the camera. You don't see any of the beauty of the stones here. I've taken a lot of pictures of rings and earrings and everything with stones in them. You just can't get a good shot. You're sitting there looking at it, and it's just like popping in your eye, and you can't put that across in the camera. Most people will go to artificial effects and get those starbursts and stuff. Hello, Alice in Wonderland. Good morning. Hey, I'm glad to see all you guys in here. Oh, Jamie, that's awful. Throwing sovereigns into a jar with buttons. See, you could get some really cool things in England there. So anyway, if you're out there with a detector, do not pass up zinkin sounds, zinkin numbers. Don't pass them up. I mean, I couldn't sell that for anything, but still, it's a cool find for my ring collection. And when I get to 60, I'm going to pull out all my rings, and here, that's 60. So I got 3 more to get, and then I'll spread them out, and we'll do a pan of all the rings and discuss the rings. But getting the 1945 Wheatie, it's cool. That's just barely post-war. It's in good shape too. Look how good you can get that light on there. Let's see. Come on. Look how good the shape of that penny is. For 1945, that's a good looking penny. The oldest Tweety I have found so far was a 1941. That's the oldest Tweety I found. I found Chinese coins that were struck in the 16 and 1700s. But those are the oldest coins I found. And the oldest coin I found, I think is an American coin, is a 1934 penny. I mean, nickel. I'm sorry, 1934 nickel. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got them, well, at least visually authenticated by a coin collector that specializes in ancient coins online, and he looked at the pictures of the coins and authenticated them to be struck between 1626 and 1656 and 1726. Somewhere in that area, those were the way they were striking the coins then. So we are moving right along, and Hope Underground's still being entertained. I haven't seen him say anything lately, but yeah, those are pretty amazing, Alice. And the only reason I found them is because this park that I found them in is frequented by Chinese people, and they, for good luck, I heard that they would throw away 3 coins for good luck. And those coins that I found, there's nothing rare about them because there were millions struck during that period of time, and they're only worth about anywhere from $5 to $50, depending on what they are and what condition they're in. But the Chinese people, they bring them with them when they come here, and they're not worth anything here at all. I mean, they can't spend them here, so they throw them away in groups of 3. They'll throw 3 at a time away, and just throw them, cast them out someplace, and there's some kind of little ritual that goes along with it for good luck. And I found 4 of those coins so far. So, coffee time, sorry. But I found some pretty strange coins. I found lots of foreign coins here, and in my area, for the area, I think that's quite a few foreign coins. Yep, those are finds of a lifetime. I don't, Neil, if Neil's still on here, you guys got to check out Neil. Alice, you don't have a wrench. Alice, you don't have a wrench. What? Hang on a second. Huh. Oh, they took away the thing. You can just make a person a moderator now. It used to be that you can, they changed it for a while to where you can make them a managing moderator or a standard moderator. Now it's just, everything's the same. Anyway, now you got a wrench. You can go check out Neil's channel, but Neil emailed me. He doesn't really have his stuff up, I don't think, because he emailed me his finds. I wish I could share your finds, Neil, here. I need to find a way to do some things while I'm on live like this where I'm not doing what I always do. Hunting is what I do. This is a byproduct of hunting. A byproduct of hunting. So, hey, thanks for putting Alice's channel up there, blistering. Shaz! Hey, Shaz, how are you? Hey, did you ever get my Amazon card that I sent you? I'm sorry I couldn't send you the Pinpointer cover. If I ever get to the point where I'm more fluid, if I ever get to the point where I got some money for shipping and all that kind of stuff that I can go over and above my limits, I would send something overseas. But right now, I'm not really able to do that, and I'm sorry for that. But I did get you an Amazon card. Did you receive it, Shaz? I sent one out to you. If you didn't get it, check your emails, because check and see if it went to spam or something, but you should have gotten an Amazon card. I hope you did. So don't forget to hit the thumbs down or thumbs up when you leave. Give me a mark to let me know that you were here. Yeah, if you're giving things away and you want to ship overseas, you got to get a GoFundMe to ship overseas. Customs is a bear. But, you know, I can see where they have to have it. You know, they don't want things going into countries that shouldn't be. And I can understand. I just got a notification from my doctor reminding me that I have an appointment this afternoon. So so these days they really want you to know. Yeah, Shaz costs a pretty penny and a pretty nickel and a pretty dime and a pretty quarter and a pretty dollar and a goodness. Hey, T-Rip, back again. So PA, if you're still here, I know you're working, but if you're still here, have you got a chance to use the tools? Yeah, T-Rip, you got that right. The T-Rip, did Mia ever get with you and mention the pandas? Okay. Yeah, I hope PA, well, PA's working. See, the difference between our friend PA and me is the only thing I work at is digging. And PA, he's got a job. So that extra money that he makes working comes in handy. And I'm glad he's going to do that for you, Blistering. I'm glad. I wish I could have done it as well. You told him off. What'd you do that for? Oh, don't get angry with people. I never want anybody angry, especially at me. Hope I never do anything to make any of y'all angry. But I so much appreciate you guys, all of you, wherever you're from. What are you apologizing for? What do you have? Dogs are a lot of work. Dogs, any animal costs as much to raise as kids. It's amazing what it costs to keep a pet anymore. Any kind of pet. I mean, everything, as long as you do it right, it's going to cost. When I was a kid, I used to raise German Shepherds and sell them, and they were purebred German Shepherds, and we didn't do it for very long because it was pretty expensive. But back then, I mean, you could get a 50-pound bag of dog food for about $3. Not so anymore. Some of those bags of dog food, if you get the nutritious kind, can cost up like $100 for a bag of dog food, I think. It really costs a lot and the shots and everything to keep them from getting sick. And we would take our dog to the vet to get rabies shots. And most time didn't even do that. They did the rabies shots on a satellite type situation. But we didn't go to the vet, and I lived out in the country, so even if we had to put a dog down, we put it down and just put it to rest on the property. And nowadays you can't do that. You're not supposed to bury your animals on the property, so you got to take them and have them put down and dispose of them, and that even costs you. It's just like a funeral for a person anymore. 39 pounds. So that was a pound still about $1.50 here. It's a pound worth $1.50 US. That's I think there'd be about at least $75 for that bag of dog food here, at least. I'm sorry. my equipment. I apologize. I $1.26 per pound. Okay, so at least $70 for a bag of dog food. Uh, Equal value. And your dog eats glass, it's even more. Yeah. Hey, Papa York, thank you for being here. God bless you too. You take care. Stay safe, brother, and dig well, hunt well, and we'll see you soon. Walker Magnet, welcome to my house. Hey, Walker, got a zinc and I dug up a zinc and I got ring number 57. The penny was stuck in the ring. Hey, happy chappy. Good morning to you. Yeah, twofer. It was a shock, and I didn't even realize it. Uh, I thought I dug up a pendant. You know, somebody made a penny into a pendant when I first dug it up, and I handed it to get around to it. And she goes, "Hey, that's not a pendant. That's a ring." So number 57. So you got to dig those zinking signals. You got to dig those could be signals. You got to dig them. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. So I'm glad y'all are watching my videos. That makes me happy that you're seeing them. Hey, go check out AU Diver. AU Diver had a tornado go through his property last week, about the same time I think as we had the hurricane here, and that's unusual weather uh, in Michigan. Tornadoes don't usually hit Michigan, and I know that they're out there, but hurricanes don't usually, on a regular basis, hit California. But you know, my wife was talking to me about that, and she says that they hit here more often than we think, and that's probably true. What we think is just a regular storm and wind could have been a hurricane, but it's not like we're braced for hurricanes like Florida is, or Hawaii is, or Mexico is. You know, we're just not braced for hurricanes. Right now, Walker, let me go check that out real quick. And I got to send kudos out to Randy, to Metal Detecting with Randy. Go check out his channel. He's taking up the cross and helping me with my channel to help me get watch hours. And he's spending time with me that, you know, is a blessing to me. So any help that I can get, because I'm concentrating on a couple of things, and if I throw too much into the mix, my brain kind of goes off kilter, kind of takes me in every other direction. Let's see, what have I got here? Okay. Yeah, my watch hours are moving up. I'm at 1746. Hey, I'm almost caught up to my subscribers. I have 1,773 subscribers, and I have 1,746 watch hours right now. So I'm almost to 1,800. So I'm only I'm over halfway. I'm 1,200 away from the 3,000 for getting the minor benefits of monetization. So I'm almost there. I'm coming up real well. My views are staying high. For that's what Randy's helping me with, is my views, and so I made some changes that Randy suggested, and did a couple things that Randy suggested yesterday, and all of a sudden my shorts popped back up and got back in the feed for some reason. So they were out of the feed for so long. I was wondering what was happening. But you can't wonder about things all that much. You just got to keep moving forward, stepping out and doing the things that you do, right? And just making the changes as they come along, and seeing which works best and everything. So now I didn't expect any real miracle, but I went from getting at most 600 views on my shorts, and the last 3 shorts went over 1,000. I put 4 shorts on yesterday, and 3 of them went up over 1,000. So not bad. Kudos to Randy. Check his channel out, Metal Detecting with Randy, and he's in my description below it. And my other videos will be in this one soon. So yeah, that's what we all got to do, right, Walker? You just keep your axe sharp and keep cutting. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I haven't not had fun yet. Everybody has their days, and they feel depressed about something. Everybody does. I don't care who you are. I don't know one person alive that can go through life and not have some sort of depression, or depressing day, or depressing incident. And and we go up and down so many times during the day. It's like I didn't think too much about the hurricane. Everybody else was kind of freaking out about it as they were talking about it. This build up was, they're going to have these high winds and everything, and but I did comply with some things, like turn over furniture and take down my umbrellas and all that kind of stuff to make it a little safer, so that things wouldn't fly around. But we really didn't get the wind. We got a little bit of wind, but I'd say the wind was like a 3, So now AU Diver had a tornado go through his place, and that's unusual. That tornado skipped out of the alley, so it wasn't in Tornado Alley, and it was unusual for him to get a tornado, and tore up his property pretty good. So go check him out, and hopefully his electricity will come on pretty soon. And I know he's running a generator right now. I wish I lived closer, you know. Sometimes I really wish that we had teleportation, you know, that Star Trek was the thing, you know, and you could just be someplace, you know. Hey, cool. I check the coin stars all the time, but again, I've got 2 or 3 detectorists that are around me that are my, if I don't get there before them, you know, and that's cool. You found 2 silver dimes. And that's funny that people walk away from things that fall out of coin star. If it didn't go through, they don't want it. They just leave it. That's funny. But yeah, go check out AU Diver and give him a shout, you know, to let him know that everybody's thinking about him, because, you know, I really truly wish that I could be there to help him clean up that property. I mean, I need help cleaning up my property, but my property is not from damage, it's just from things being here for a long, long time. But I wish when something happens like that, I'm still able. I would, if I lived close enough, I would go in a hot second. Okay, Alice, thanks for spending your break time with us. That was really nice. Good to see you again. You take care. God bless. So you guys are wonderful, just coming in and chatting with me and each other. It's nice to see all of you. A couple I haven't seen yet is coining around. Great Scott and William E. I haven't seen them yet, but sure if I hang in here for a little while, they'll pop in and say hi. But the rest of y'all, everybody that's here right now, even if you're just in the background and you're not saying anything, you just got me on, even if it's like turned down to 1 and you're leaving it on just for the watch hours, I appreciate it. Hey, there he is. Were you lurking, William? Or were you lurking, or were you, yeah, you were probably in the background watching, and good morning to you. But Saturday, after the debacle and not being able to get into the park, William, I got to show this every time somebody new comes on, because I dug a zinkin signal, William, and it was a zinc and penny stuck in a little rhinestone ring. It's copper and gold plated, but it's still. Are you leaving, Blistering? No, you're not. You're going to walk home. Be back in a minute. Your bicycle. What's wrong with your bicycle? Do you break your chain or something? Yeah, you got a full-time job there. You're appreciated for that. God's blessings for that, William. So, anyway, when you do get out there and you get to go metal detecting, don't discriminate, William. You got to dig the. Everybody's been talking about, and even on FL Thunder's show, Rob and Charlie yesterday. They were talking about, would you dig they had a question up. Would you dig a zinkin, or would you dig every zinkin? I do. And because I do, I got ring number 57. I just wish that, I mean, it's a little bling ring. I just wish you could see the stones. I mean, somebody's going to really miss that ring because it's really, man, I can't get the light to glint off of it at all. And the camera just doesn't pick up the glints of the ring or the, because it's gold plated. Some of the gold plate's wearing off, but just doesn't show how pretty those little things are and why somebody would have bought it in the first place. Oh, I thought your bike was a pedal bike. You can't pedal it? It's just plain electric? You can't... See, if I was going to buy an electric bike, I think I would get one that pedaled, you know, that you could still pedal. That way you could still go. If you have an electrical problem, then, well, that's too bad. So anyway, William, remember not to discriminate. So you guys are pretty awesome hanging out with me. So I wish I had some other interesting things that I found yesterday, but mainly like I found in the water yesterday wasn't much. I found these two could be's and two bobby pins. And in the lake, and then I found two nails in the lake, and 4 pennies and 2 quarters and 3 dimes. So that was in the afternoon because we went late in the afternoon after the campers left on Saturday. And but in that park, got that zinkin with a ring on it, and Walker, I got a 1945 wheat cent in really good shape. You'll appreciate that. Not as good as your 2 silver dimes, but it's a 1945 Wheatie. That's 5 years before I was born, so this is 78 years old. And I got that out of the park. That's a park that just keeps giving. You can't fault a park. And if you're a detectorist out there, guys, you can't not go to a park because you think another detectorist has been there or you think you've dug it out. Because if a park, yeah, that's true, Walker, you can't get mad at that. And that's exciting, a wheat cent, because, you know, especially in a park that is frequented by other detectorists and me, and over the past year and a half, 2 years, I've been in that park at least 50 times and always got something good out of that park, and not always something fresh dropped either. I rarely find something fresh dropped. And you figure if a park is, say, a 2-acre park, you've got 2 acres of land, how likely is it that you can swing even a 12-inch coil over every inch of that park? How likely is that, and how long would it take you to go over every single inch. You would have to go to that park every day and spend 4 hours just doing a, say, 20 by 20 or 30 by 30 patch, just swinging over it, getting every inch, covering every single inch, making sure that you get every signal out of there, right? So, you know, that is something that not not any detectorist can really do. You can't go over every single inch of anything, a beach, a park, or, you know, I don't even think I've gone over every single inch of my yard, but I've gone over the yard a lot. Well, you weren't very far away there, Jamie. That's true. I mean, and we have earthquakes here, so earthquakes kind of shift things around and turn things, and the rain changes the soil conditions, and being really dry changes the soil conditions. All of that have to be taken into consideration. If you're hunting the ground, you got to know your hunting grounds, right? I'm sorry you broke down, though. I hope you get it fixed soon, as I enjoy your rides. So, anyways, I am really happy all you guys are here. I went down, up and down, up and down. And I'm probably going to stay for just another 15 minutes or so. Hope I don't bore you. I find things to talk about here. Yeah, I really wish that everybody would go over and, you know, pat AU Diver on the back and, you know, give him some encouragement about, you know, he's working hard trying to clean up the mess that the wind made and tore his trees up and everything. It's a good thing the tornado didn't take down his house, but he is out of electricity, and well, when you get a chance, William E. So, yeah, AU Diver, good guy. I really like Greg, and he needs, you know, encouragement, just to let him know that you guys are out there thinking about him. That when somebody has had a disaster around, even though it's not really devastating, but it causes a lot of work, they need encouragement to, you know people are out there rooting for them. I know I like it when people are rooting for me. I don't expect anybody to do anything. It's just them rooting for me. It makes me feel good. So, but you guys rooting for me, coming in here and spending your time giving me watch hours, that makes me feel good. I'm not gonna push and concentrate on those, though. So my first short for the day went on, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just check real quick and see what that short did, because Randy had me make some changes, and I'll probably share those changes with people when I can here, because, you know, what goes around comes around. You want to share things that work with people. So, oh, Danny Boy is another one. Shout out to Oh Danny Boy. When you guys get a chance, check his channel out too. And Walker Magnet. Walker Magnet, check his channel out. No, I have never been on a seated hunt, Walker. I was going to go to one. Mine Labs was putting one on with Route 66 metal detecting, and I was going to go to that as they invited me, and then there was something came up, and I just didn't make it, and it was out in Barstow, I think, and I couldn't make it out there that day or that weekend, and but I'm saving up mentally for doing one. I think one of the clubs around here, there's a couple of them. There's the Riverside Metal Detectorists, and there's the Route 66 Metal Detectorist, and I might join up with one of those clubs. I haven't yet, but I have thought about it. I have considered it. And a seated hunt would be a lot of fun, you know. As I'm a pretty good detectorist. I think I could really. I'm quick as far as sometimes too quick, because I think on my videos, I think people would rather me, you know, linger on what I found and stuff. But once I found it, once you see it, I want to get on to the next one, and I think that's one of my downfalls. I'm not maybe showing people enough of that, but that would be fun. A seated hunt. There's a lot of targets and a lot of things to get, and the faster one is the better one, right? The one that gets the most. And I think in like a seated hunt, the detectorists that discriminate would not do as well as a detectorist that does not discriminate, you know, because they might pass over a coin, and it might be a wheat cent, you know, and it might be that wheat cent, and they pass it over because it was just cocked at the right angle where they didn't like the signal, and they wouldn't have dug it anywhere else. So I'm not too sure about that. I have to talk to the guys that work seated hunts that have been to several, and see what their point of view is. So, anyways, guess the idea of that enthralls me about working a seated hunt, because you never know what they're going to throw out there, right? And I heard they have some really good seated hunts in England and stuff. They throw out some really old coins and stuff. But I had a friend of mine, he went on a seated hunt with a friend. He's not really a detectorist. He bought a detector to go with his friend, and they went on a club hunt one time, and he got a silver dime. He found a token. It was a painted white token, I think, and got a silver dime. Yeah, but a lot of people, they only dig the silver sounds, you know. But not me. You know, you can't just dig the silver sounds. And I don't, in my area, I don't get that many silver sounds, except for could be's. I've gotten silver when I've been digging could be signals. Yeah, that the um, the thing that matters to me is the hunt, and it's all about being out there and doing it. And I was going to go do my life from a new park that I've been meaning to go to for a long time, but it's a ways away. It's like an hour away, and with gas prices, do I go to that park? Do I get some other things done? And sometimes I would love to be at a place and have plans to be at a place, but then I think I've got all this stuff to do, and I've got these things to do. I've got to go to pick up some stuff today. I've got to go to the post office today, mail some stuff out, and I've got to go to the doctor today. So if I go and spend a lot of time in a new park, somebody might get there before me, but I weighed everything that I had to do today against going and driving all the way out there and then having to drive all the way back to do my chores. I just decided to spend my time with you all and then get my chores done. So, got a few more minutes here. Seems like everybody else is kind of dashing out to do other things anyway. I've got a few of you in here and for the next 3 minutes. So I want to make sure everybody knows how wonderfully blessed I am having you as my friends here and being here chatting with me. You know, you got all kinds of things you could be doing, and you're here. That means a lot to me. So you guys got to know how much you're appreciated. And you found a lock? Cool. I'll be watching that. What are your subs and watch arrows at, Walker? What's your watch hours and subs now? Somebody's blah 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 at me. So, got a little music to soothe the last 2 minutes. That's a little slow, huh? Let's see if we can move it forward. Let's I'm trying to find something kind of perky for leaving here. It's all slow. What's going on here? Where's the perky music? There we go. That's not perky, but last minute. So, you guys, hey, Blistering, you keep up what you're doing, and you're going to get watch hours. You're going to get watch hours. We're going to be there for you. So, hey, DB, came in right at the last minute to say hello. Malaguena. Okay. So, Anyway, oh, DB, you just came in. Did you see the zinking signal I dug? Hey, Tom Moore. Hello, hello. And now I'm starting to have more people pop in. Now you're making me want to stay and talk to you guys. I guess I will, because there's new people. So you guys, if you didn't see it, I dug a zinking signal yesterday. Or not yesterday, Saturday. And I dug this out of the ground. You might have seen the short that I put on about it. And then I thought it was a, well, that's okay. We'll stay on for a while here. As long as I've got your time and you've got a minute to spend, I'll be here for a minute. I'll let you know what a unique find I found. I thought this was a pendant. I thought, you know, it's got to be a pendant or a good luck charm or something. It's got little jewels around it. It was unusual to think that anybody would put that around the zinking, but anyway, I handed it to get around to it, and she popped it out like that and said, hey, that's not a pendant. You got a penny and a ring. So I got number 57. So I'm getting the rings, even if I don't know I'm getting rings. I'm thinking I'm getting the zinking, and I get a ring with it. So yeah, like Walker said, twofer. I love twofers. I love threefers too. I love when they're 3 in a hole. That makes me happy. But anyway, all you guys that are metal detectorists, don't pass up the zinkins. Or the could-be's. Don't pass up the could-be's either, because they could be anything. So, let me know if any sound is too loud. If I'm too loud or the music's too loud. So, you guys are awesome. Thanks for popping in and seeing what I'm doing. I like talking to you guys and spending a little bit of time, whether I'm digging or not. And what? Stop. So I'm not too loud? Okay. So hopefully the music isn't overriding my voice, because everybody says that I'm not loud enough on here. So one day I'm going to get rigged up to where, you know, I'll be like one of the best bloggers to listen to, because my sound will be perfect, my picture will be perfect, as long as I put somebody else in the picture. But so, yeah, any find is a good find. Listening, every find. I mean, I like finding little things like this. I mean, knowing what's there. Hey, $1 Million Meg, how are you doing? I haven't seen you around in a long time. Not on my channel anyway. Hey, let me give you a wrench so that you can check out all the other channels that are... Okay, so there we go. I know a lot of people think about wrenches, you know, should you, shouldn't you, but I give everybody a wrench so that they can check out the channels. So you can go see Character Alley, especially, and Walker Magnet, and any that you haven't seen here. But good to see you too. Well, you might have been, but you know, YouTube is fickle. They've taken me off and removed me from being a sub on a lot of channels, so don't worry about that. If you added yourself as a sub today, hey, thank you. God bless you. Good to see all you guys. Here I was about to leave because there was only a couple people on, and now I've got a bunch of people back. And, hey, let's see if I can find something to talk about. Give me something to talk about so that I'm not blank air and you guys aren't sitting there going, what's this guy doing? So, everybody, when they get a chance, go check out the other channels. Check out Blistering Barnacles. Give him some watch time. Give Walker Magnet watch time. Give give watch time to whoever you guys would like to see. Walker Magnet, everybody knows he does coin roll hunting, and so far this year was a crucifix that, getting around to it, found the chain, and I found the crucifix with my metal detector. She saw the chain sticking out of the ground, and I went over and pulled it out of the ground, and then went over it with a metal detector and found a crucifix. Here, I can show it to you. Yeah, sorry about that, but I can show it to you. This is our favorite find this year. So that's a really beautiful chain, and so yeah, that's the prettiest thing we found. The other favorite find of mine, I just put a short on, you can see it, and that is where I found a ring for a young lady. I was metal detecting on Huntington Beach, and this young lady came up to me and said, my friend lost her ring. Do you think you could help us find it? And I said, I'll give it a shot. And I got so excited about the kind of stuttering here. I got so excited about finding the ring and the chance to find a ring for somebody that somebody would even ask me, because nobody had ever asked me. I've been out on the beaches before, and I've been a lot of places. Nobody ever asked me to look for anything. And I've always that was one of my dreams about doing this, is that I'd be able to recover something for somebody. Well, let me see if I know I've got one close to it here. It's not real, but it looks a lot like the same ring. Where's that? Well, I guess I don't have one that looks exactly like it. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm mumbling here, but the ring that she lost was a diamond ring, and it was a real gold diamond ring. That looks similar to this one, except the diamonds stuck up off the top instead of inset in the ring. So I went over and I got so excited I didn't turn my camera on. And I had my camera right with me and I didn't turn it on. And I found the ring in just a few minutes. It wasn't very long that I found it. I had to have them uproot their little camp where they would set out towels and everything and pull everything up. And I went over the whole area and found it pretty quickly and gave it back to her. I did do a little video on it, but I found it, and that was probably the most exciting find I ever did, was being able to give it back. This one I found an hour later, and it's a 14 karat gold real diamond ring. And I didn't get as excited about this as I got about finding the one that I could give back. Is that weird? How many rings have I found blistering? So far, this year, this is number 57 for the year. And I've got 50 from last year. So I've got over 100 rings for 2022 and 2023. So I'll get all my rings out and do just about the rings and where I found them one of these days here. It is extremely fulfilling to be able to give it, even if you find a real gold ring. You know, you find a real gold ring and it's exciting, but it's not near as exciting and fulfilling to find that and know somebody lost it and know you'll never be able to return it to them, because that could be considered a wedding ring. So, yeah, I didn't think it was a lot of rings, because there's a lot of guys out there like Jim, Fun with Jim. Check out his channel too. Shout out to Fun with Jim. So, these, you know, will never be, that could be a wedding ring, and I can never return that to anybody. There's nothing in it except the 14K mark. And see, I've got another one of those. I've got these, both are real gold diamond rings, and they're almost identical. So I've been pretty lucky. I got the one ring. You know what I'm talking about, the one ring? It's got the Hobbit ring. I mean, the Hobbit ring there. So you can't see the writing in it very well, but, and it's not gold, but you know, I was excited about that. See ya, DB. Watch back when you can. I know you will. Thank you. God bless you. Are you going to go shooting? The range? Are you going to go shooting? Before you go, what are you shooting if you're shooting? But this is the first ring I found at a beach. I found this at Huntington Beach the first time I ever went to Huntington Beach with a metal detector. I've been there a lot, but the first time I ever went with a metal detector, I found this copper ring. It's a pretty nice ring. It looks like a belt. I'll show you more rings later. You guys, I don't want you guys. Well, if you're going to the firing range, DB, hope you have a lot of fun. I've got some guns that I have to clean up and go out shooting just to make sure they're in good shape. You guys don't have any beaches in Idaho? Well, you know what? If hang in there, because if the big one ever hits, that's what they say. You're going to have to tie up your boat in Idaho. Well, Walker, thanks for spending your spare time with me. I appreciate you, brother. And I'll see you on your channel. I pop in as often as I can. Well, if you ever get out here, you can meet up with me. We'll go beach hunting. So, I don't care where I'm hunting. I can be hunting somebody's yard. I really could go walk down the street and ask if I can hunt in people's yards and be just as happy as anything else. Hey, DJ, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, that's true, Walker. Be prepared to dig some beer cans and beer tops. And they're not supposed to drink on the beach, but they do. You're on your way? Well, getting around to it, and I would be perfectly happy to go with you guys. We go to the beach. We spend all day. Getting around to it, and I can spend from 5 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night at the beach. Well, I hope you take some good shots there, DJ, because, parks are one of my favorite things to do, playgrounds. And you know what, DJ, I love getting these things out of the playgrounds, and I get a lot of them. I get a lot of these out of the playgrounds. A lot of nails, a lot of things, rusty, sharp objects. I love getting those out. But then every once in a while you get something like this in the playground too. But dig every single one in your playground. Get everything out. Aluminum foil, get the nails out, get the screws out, because there's a lot of that kind of stuff. And I can go in behind some detectorists and they'll go in and get all the coins and jewelry sounds, but then they leave all the iron sounds in there, and I go in and I pull out nails. I got a 9-inch nail out of a playground the other day. 9-inch nail. A true 9-inch nail. Not the group, the nail. Yes, it was a 9-inch nail. I did have it in here, but I took it out with all the other scrap metal the other day. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm saving tetanus shots. And I've had people tell me, I've even gotten fish hooks out of some tot lots that are close to the lakes. Excuse me. Didn't want to rub my nose here. Yeah, I use my phone. That's what I use. You don't have to have an action camera. You can use your phone. I use this for my lives when I'm out digging. And I do have a GoPro though, and I shoot a lot of footage on my GoPro. I used to shoot a lot more on my GoPro because I went from my phone. I was using my phone when I began, and then I went from my phone to a GoPro and did a lot of GoPro. But then, you know, when you're shooting on your phone, you can clear your phone off and you can save it. And you can go to the cloud and you can back up everything to the cloud and then erase it off your phone, right? But a GoPro, you record it, then you have to download it to your computer. Then you have to edit it to make it presentable and playable online and save it into a format that will play online. Then you have to upload it to YouTube to get it to play. You can upload a video straight from your phone to YouTube. You don't have to edit it. You don't have to do anything. You just shoot it and you can upload it straight to YouTube. And it's a lot faster than uploading over YouTube Studios and uploading a 20-minute video or a 30-minute video. You can take a 5-minute video and upload it straight to YouTube. So, you know, yeah, and the editing part, you know, that can be good or bad depending on whether you've done it or not. If you haven't done it, then you're going to have to learn it. So it's a new learning curve, new process, new something else to add. That's one of the reasons I went to lives for a little while, because I'm talking to you right now. It's going right straight to YouTube. I don't have to download it to my computer. I don't have to edit it. I don't have to upload it to YouTube and wait for it and then put it on YouTube. It's on YouTube right away. That's why I'm doing the live. So it cuts all of that other downloading, editing, uploading out for the time being, because, and it takes a lot of storage space. If your computer doesn't have a lot of storage space, I have a terabyte on my hard drive, right? And I filled it up already long ago. I'm deleting things off of my hard drive. I have to delete things to make room for the new things. So that's a chore too, is picking what you want to leave and getting rid of what you don't want. I have a GoPro 4 and I really like it. And everybody's asking about different GoPros. I wouldn't know about any other one because my daughter-in-law bought this GoPro for her own reasons, and then she gave it to me for Father's Day, and she just I'm glad you feel at home, DJ. I just went back up and checking out some of the things people were saying. So I'm talking away here, and I forgot to read. You found a canal in a canal with a magnet. Well, did it work? Let's see. Copper Owl. Hello, brother. You know, I've heard people say, DJ, that the 10s aren't any good, but I don't know about the 11 on the GoPros. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the 10, but yeah, you can get a used 4, which works really good, and unless you're going to stream with it. But when I shoot the GoPro, that some of the video that I just put on over the weekend, those short videos, the one that's 17 minutes, it's a GoPro. and I'm going to put on another one today that's GoPro, and it really does a good job. My phone does a good job. So I work with the equipment I have. Right now I'm on an iPad that my daughter gave me, and I'm on my phone when I'm live, and uh, I um, use the GoPro, and there's good and bad about it all. Like the GoPro is a lot of work. Once you shoot it and then you go home, you've got to download it to your computer, then you've got to put it into an editing program, and then you've got to string it together, the shots you want, get rid of the shots you don't want, make it the length you want, add any verbiage to it, add any pictures to it, and then you've got to render it, which takes time, and render it into a performable format. Like you've got to have the right format to upload to YouTube. Otherwise, it won't work. So. Um, I bet there is, Caporal. I wish I could give Buddy Biggs a sub. I've already subbed him. But yeah, anybody that's in here that's got a wrench and, or no, you don't even have to have a wrench. Blistering put up his thing. Go give him a sub if you haven't subbed Buddy Biggs. That's a good channel to go to. Yeah, you don't want to shoot in 4 or 5K. You know, the 1080 is fine. Oh, see there, everybody's subbed to Buddy Biggs. I hope one person here isn't. That's what everybody's got a wrench for. Go and check everybody out. Help everybody get their subs. Help everybody get their. Make sure you watch some videos and spend some time with them sometime, like you're doing for me. Much appreciated. One more like, and I'll have 20 likes today. You guys are well appreciated. I think I went 1 minute over my 2 hours, but maybe I can go another 6 minutes because I got 9 people here watching. That's outstanding. That's yep. I'm not looking to be a million, influencer, I don't think I'll ever get a YouTube million subs plaque or a million watch hours plaque or anything, whatever those plaques are that they give out. But I enjoy what I'm doing. I've enjoyed talking to you guys, and I'm just rattling on here. I don't really talk about much of anything. Thanks, Tom. Well, we try to send them to you all the time we can, Copperal. I think I've got you in my favorites. You were in my favorites, but every time I add one, they drop off, so I've got to go back and check that out. That was really fun the other day when we bought a bunch of rolls. Had a good time. So everybody check out Copper Owl if you haven't. go and check out his coin roll hunting. Yeah, we really enjoy it. Getting around to it, and I really enjoy your channel, Copperell. We watch on Sunday afternoons when we get home from church services. We generally look you up first, and unless we're really busy doing something else, we try to catch you before we get on coining around. Thanks, $1 Million Meg. Copper Owl will appreciate that. So that's the greatest thing about this community right now is, you know, there's a few of you that have been coming with me the last couple weeks anyway, that since I've been doing these lives every morning. And I really appreciate it. And Jamie, I'm confused. I think Jamie's an AI robot, because the guy never sleeps. He's always on everybody's channel, and everybody appreciates Jamie. Hey, Metal Detecting with Randy. Good morning, Randy. Or it's afternoon to you now, right? Afternoon, Randy. We're having a great time. We're not let me get something. We're sharing people today. So we're just people gathered all in one spot. Having a good time. Probably kind of weird right there, but that just came to my mind. Sorry about that. My live streams are at 7:30 p.m. your time. You're in Belgium? Really? Am I reading that right? DJ, you're in Belgium? Outstanding. I got people all over the world that come and watch me. You don't know how happy that makes me. Belgium, Europe. Yeah, I know where Belgium, Europe is. Yeah. Outstanding. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And you got UK is represented here, and Belgium, and Pennsylvania was, PA was here. West Virginia is represented right now with Randy, and Williams close by here in SoCal. Character Alley's here in SoCal. Tom and $1 Million Meg are in Idaho. And we're just all over the place, aren't we? Look how far away we are and how close we are. It's like I was saying a while ago, I wish I was physically closer to AU Diver to help him clean up the mess that he got from that tornado. But you guys check out AU Diver too. And he's got a couple little videos of what the tornado did. And it's a good thing it didn't tear up his house or anything, but he's got a generator, his electricity's out, his, you know, and that's an inconvenience, running a generator. Not only is it not enough electricity to run your whole house, actually, but it is. It is loud, noisy, adds discomfort to your life, while it adds a little bit of comfort back. But Pen Pals Modern Style, yep. It truly is. Hey, I made it to the 20 likes. I know some people say the likes don't mean anything, but they show me how many people liked me well enough to stay long enough to hit the like button or dislike button. You can hit that too if you think this is going the wrong direction. But I have to get going here pretty soon. I want to stay for a little bit longer, but I got to get to the post office and get some mail done. You just disliked it? Okay, good for you. Monterey Magnet Man. That's another. Hey, he's on his way down here. He's going to be in the area. I'm going to see if I can't get a chance to meet up with him. I probably won't be able to while he's here, but it would be fun because he and I are kind of in a little race for rings. I think he's at 50 or 51, and I just got my 57th. So I kind of shot out ahead of him. I was behind him for a couple weeks, and he got up there to close to 50, and I was down around 39 or so. And then all of a sudden, I started getting a rash of rings. I found like almost a ring a day, you know. Got up, now I'm at 57. I think I'm ahead of him. Big Higgles, another one. It's a great one. He and I started about the same time. B. Higgles is one of my buddies. Check him out. And Metal Detecting with Randy. Go check him out because he's got a great channel. He does a lot of wildlife. Cool. He's got a wildlife cam. Check that out. That's very cool. But this has been a fun morning. I really appreciate you guys taking time, and it mounts up on my watch time. And that's the reason I started doing lives, was to see if I can get my watch time up. But you know, my attitude has changed over the last couple of days. I'm getting some help, and it's already paying off. And who knew, you know, that when you take a path, when you go down one path and you think this has got to be the right thing to do, it's not always the right thing to do. But I am not sorry I started lives, you know, getting to talk to you guys. The only time I'm disappointed in my own lives is when I can't discuss things with you guys, when I can't see. What was that? I just went back, changed the algorithms. Yeah, you know what? You've got to hit the algorithms, and you don't know what the algorithms are. You don't know what those guys are putting out there, and it's like the suggestions that Randy made a big difference in one day. Who knew? Who knew that would be something that would just be a smackdown, at least for the first day. Trying it out for the second day. And I'm just blessed that he took the time to even make mention of anything for me. Yep, see there, he just made that comment, be consistent. Well, that's what I'm doing. And, but I didn't know that the times I picked. Randy gave me the suggestion for one time, and I missed it because my schedule didn't go off for some reason. I missed it by like 45 minutes or something because I went in to check it and didn't get it. But did this one get on to the... No, see, now this one didn't do it again. Why isn't the schedule... It worked yesterday, but last night it didn't, and this morning it didn't. So now I got to put this one on. I got to change this to go to it and put it on public. See, I missed that time. I can't be consistent with the scheduling. I'm going to have to be more consistent with checking on my scheduling to see that it works. So don't know why. I have to figure out what mistake I made. Because it's scheduled. Oh no, that one's scheduled for 9 p.m. What happened to the one that was scheduled for... What happened to the one that... Oh, it did go on. I just forgot which one I did. The schedule did work. I'm sorry, I'm being an idiot. I was looking at the one that was for 9 p.m. tonight. Well, the one I put on at 9 a.m. this morning, short about half a skateboard. It's been on since 9 o'clock, and it's 10:46 now, so an hour and 45 minutes, and it's been steadily climbing and gotten up to 259. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to the times and the sweeps and everything, but it is steadily climbing right now. And my shorts were getting like fewer than 200 over the whole day before. It just wouldn't hit the stream at all, wouldn't get in the feed. But the last 3 that I put on yesterday, all 3 of them hit the feed. And the one that I put on last night, Randy went up over 1,000 also. So that one was the late night one, and didn't get pop on when it was scheduled. Probably my fault, user error. But 45 minutes later, I put it on and then left it all night, and it went up to 1,000. So if I do that every day, so this one went on as scheduled. I hope the next one goes on as scheduled. That one's scheduled for 1 o'clock. I do have a little one, just a teaser, funny, going on at 11 o'clock in about 15 minutes. So, hey, quitting around. Tupac, I need to know what kind of pinpointer you have. So anyway, enough about my statistics here. I'm getting too, like Randy says, I'm probably getting too involved in all the statistics of things because I'm not an analyst, and I should just be doing what I do best. So what I do best is just digging the dirt. So Tcat, what kind of pinpointer do you have, brother? Did you hear my announcement Saturday? I was going to talk to you last night, but you were busy. You had all kinds of things going. So I didn't think that I should, be messing around while you were by yourself and doing such a great job. You guys, I know all of you have been on Coining Around. So, wow, I still have 10 people hanging out. I know it's not hundreds, but 10 is, uh-oh, reconnecting. No. Uh-oh, I'm going to lose my signal or anything. Before you go, Tcat, I need to know what kind of pinpointer you have. I'm going to the post office today, so. Do you have a Mind Labs or do you have a Garrett? Either one of those? Yeah, last night Tcat was all by himself and he did a great job. He was doing giveaways, he was doing auctions, he was doing coin roll hunting. Okay, check, because I'm going to go to the post office today. That's my next thing. I should have been maybe working on that while I was doing this, but then my brain would be shifting back and forth. Hey Randy, you have a great day. Thank you so much for your help. And thank you so much for being here. So you go have a great day. God bless, brother.
If you miss your hydration, you miss out on your gains. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
You found a what? A Jubilee, Silver Jubilee? I'm reading here with my finger. I'm reading. Yeah, it is an expensive hobby because every time you turn around, you need something else. Because you can't do something because you don't have. You either have the wherewithal to make it, like I've tried to do. I made my own scoop out of a gallon can, and I made my own spade. I took a shovel, a garden shovel, and cut it down and made my own spade. And yeah, it takes a long time to save up. There are things that I want to get. I know what you mean. I need a set of headphones that are waterproof so I can go into the water a little deeper so that I can hear the sounds, because when I go in the water, I have to be able to see the vid screen. If I go too deep, I can't see the vid screen. I can't hear it. So that's the only bad thing about the Legend. It's waterproof other than that. So I know what you mean about accessories, and the place where they make the money is selling you the gear, just like prospecting. If you're going to go hunting for gold, the place that makes the gold is the place that sells you the equipment to go find gold. Yep, I know what you mean. Got to save up a bit here and a bit there. And sometimes, you know, you get something good, and like this. This could probably bring enough. This is over 9 grams, I think. Let me wait here and check again, but I'm pretty sure I remember it's over 9 grams of 14 karat gold. It's right at 9 grams. So it's 9 grams of 14 karat gold. And if, I don't know if I can sell it for more than that as a crucifix, you know, as the chain. It is so pretty. You know, I feel so sorry for the person that lost this. So at $48 a pennyweight, or pennyweight, and this is like 5 pennyweights. 5 pennyweights at 40. That's $250 in smelt gold. That's how much they would give you just to buy it and melt it down. Yeah, the only thing that tells me that they didn't lose it 20 years ago is because I detected that spot just a couple weeks before we found this. So they lost it within that time, I'm pretty sure, but I'll never be able to find the owner of that because there's no way. I didn't know who was there, when they were there, and there's no markings on it to tell, but well, that's a really nice chain and crucifix, and I find some pretty good stuff. I found not a lot of gold, but I found some gold. Not enough to get rich on, but yeah, you can't say, hey, does this belong to you? No, you get 100 people to say yes. If you find a ring and it's got an inscription in it and a date and everything, and excuse me, and things are perfect, and you know, a class ring especially, it's returnable. If you find a wedding band that has an inscription in it, you can post part of the inscription and have them describe the rest of it. Excuse me. And you can't find it. What do you mean you haven't used it since you went back there? You haven't gone metal detecting any place back there? Well, I can't mail you your prize unless I know what kind of pinpointer you have. Oh, Gesundheit, thank you. But yeah, you know what else I've been looking for is the other day, my 50th ring, ring number 50, was this ring right here, and that's a full carat marquee, but it's a CZ. It's a silver ring, but that's a CZ. It's not a diamond. Not the diamond. But I got excited when I found that one because it looked like, in the ground, it looked like white gold. And it looked like a real diamond. So, I mean, that gets you excited. A diamond that size would probably have a serial number in it. Maybe not, but it might. So if you found a diamond like that, then you could go to the serial number and look it up and find the jeweler that sold it. And that person would probably have the information to the person that bought it. So those are ways to get really expensive things back to people. Yeah, you can get a diamond tester for 20 bucks. You know, that's not very expensive. So I have one of those. I had the test kit for gold and silver and platinum. And so that's one of the first things I spent the money on because that was inexpensive. And the scale, you need a scale so you can weigh out your grams, especially silver and gold. And I have a postage scale that weighs out pounds and ounces, so if I find a big brick of gold, I can weigh that too. But recently, in a playground DJ, this will give you some confidence. I found this silver bracelet, and it's I found this one last 2.5 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks ago, I think I found this, and yep, you can get that. That would be a good buy for the diamond tester, and you get a loop with that, and a lot of things. But here, this one is 9.25 grams of silver. So that I found in a tot lot within 3 weeks ago. So you can find these in the playgrounds. You can find good stuff in the playgrounds. That's not worth as much as gold, but you know, 9 grams of silver, that's pretty cool. I think so, anyway. So anyway, I probably ought to get going here. I am torn right now. I am torn from spending more time with y'all. I got a rock tumbler too. I don't think you have Harbor Freight in England, Jamie, but a rock tumbler is good. I use the rock tumbler to clean zinkins too, because these crusty zinkins don't roll very good unless you clean them up, so you have to tumble them. So I've got to do that soon, because just since the last time I've tumbled, I have a few to tumble. Hey Jamie, God bless, brother. Hope you get your bike fixed soon. But that's how many zinkin sounds I have done lately. just in the last couple of months, and this one was the most valuable zinkin. Thanks for being here, Jamie. Get your bike fixed, and I already watched one of your videos. It was a short that I put on while I was in YouTube just a minute ago on my phone, and just let it play for a minute. I'll have to make a comment on it afterwards. But you guys are too much. I thank you all for being here this morning, and I would, like I said, I'm torn between spending more time with you guys or getting my stuff done. So I think I have to be the adult now and go and get my stuff done. Tcat, continue looking for your pinpointer and let me know if you've got a mind lab or a tell me something. Do you know your pinpointer well enough to know whether it is a smooth barrel on the front, the nose of it is smooth all the way around, or does it have a ridge running down it? Thank you for being here, $1 Million Meg, and Tom, and DJ, Coining Around, and William E., and Character Alley, and Blistering, Jamie. You guys are awesome this morning, hanging out with me, and metal detecting with Randy. Kudos to you, and how many others? There's Walker Magnet, and I'm trying to find who else came in, popped in. Well, I've got to go way up to figure out who popped in. It's strange, I've got so many people saying things in chat. Oh, Copper Owl was here. You guys go check out Copper Owl too. And anyway, I can't go up and chat far enough to figure out who is here in the beginning, but it looks like I still have 10 people on here right now. But hey, peace to all of you. God bless you for spending your time with me. Hey, you diver, there you are. Oh, you're at the doctor? I got a doctor's appointment today too. But I'm glad you popped in. Hey, I watched your tornado videos about the damage it did to your trees and everything. I made a comment that I wish I was there to help you clean it up. And I would if I was close enough. But, and I'm just about to take off here. I'm going to have to, though, because I've got to go to the post office. I've got to get a couple things done. I've got to go make a pickup, and then I've got to go to the doctor this afternoon. So I got to go make sure that I wasn't bitten by a tick. That's one of the hazards of being out there metal detecting, especially if you guys are out there in no man's land. You got to watch for ticks. Make sure you check your legs for ticks. I don't think I was bit by a tick, but it's a possibility. I'm just making sure that I wasn't. So I'm going to go to the doctor. He gave me some antibiotics. He gave me some antifungal type medicine to put on it. And then he's probably going to do a blood test this time, send me to get a blood test to make sure, because you got to wait a few weeks after the bug bite if it was a tick to see if you have Lyme disease. I don't think I do. I really don't. But, you know, I want you guys to be careful about ticks, because I've got bit by a tick one time and know that ticks are, you know, how they bite and everything, and they don't just bite and leave. They bite and stick for a while. So, well, thanks. We're praying for you, Greg. Absolutely. But anyway, got to go check that out. Got to make sure, you know, you don't want to have something lingering over you. So I got enough lingering over me. So you guys are awesome, though, and you know what? I'm just going to round this out at 200 minutes in less than 3 minutes. So hang in here with me for just 3 more minutes, and we'll cut it off at 200 minutes, and that's enough time for me to take out of your lives. But you guys are great. You guys are awesome. But back to you, Tupac. Go and find your pinpointer. You didn't tell me whether you had a ridge on it or not. Here, I'll get with you by email, okay? But see if I can catch you. If you're still on there listening, check your email. I'm going to send you an email, and we'll figure out what we can do. But yeah, it makes me feel bad that I'm not close enough to go help you cut that stuff up, because I got a chainsaw. We can do some mass chopping there, Greg. I've got an axe and I've got a chainsaw, so we could go through that stuff in no time. But I didn't see a fireplace on your place. But anyway, if you're still there, Tupac, give me a sign. Got another minute here. Boy, the time just flies by, doesn't it? Sometimes I can't wait for the 3-4 minutes it takes for me to make a cup of coffee. You know, it just takes forever. But then the same amount of time I'm talking to you guys, just it's gone in a second, you know. So, and I enjoy myself with you guys almost as much as I like digging in the dirt. Almost as much, right there, close. So, but yep, I got to go get around to it. It's going to help me get all this stuff ready to go, and I am so appreciative of you guys. You'll never know how much. God bless you all. My time is just about up, another 10 seconds, and I'll be out of your hair. But hunt well, stay well. Later, Gators. Until we meet again, bye for now.